Hi everybody, this is Q.Johnson. This is my first ever vlog or vodcast, or first time actually even posting a YouTube video, so just kind of bear with me. Hopefully it's not too bad. As I mentioned in our earlier assignments, I'm a physical education teacher in New York State. I teach at a elementary school in Red Hook, New York, which is really small. It's in what we call Dutchess County, New York. So actually I have my Red Hook football shirt on. It looks backwards to you there, but one of the other things I do as part of my job is I coach football and I coach wrestling. So in terms of technology and computers, one of the things that we use in my physical education class, I teach kindergarten, first and second grade, and one of the pieces of equipment we use is what's called the Polar Tri-Fit. And what that is a computer program that's made specifically for physical education assessment. Now this piece of equipment became available to us 6 or 7 years ago. I wasn't there at the time, but in New York State, actually it's a federal grant, the Carol A. PEP grant I believe it's called. It's a federal grant that allows for teachers to write the grant and figure out how they're going to incorporate technology and other different innovative styles of assessments into their physical education classes. So as part of that grant, our school was awarded. We purchased the Tri-Fit Polar machine, and what this machine does is it's a computer and it's hooked up to actually a scale. So when the students step on, we can have their height and their weight, and the computer automatically gives us a BMI for that student. The computer does it automatically. Now we can go in and change things in different settings. For example, one of the things that we can do is I can have the students get on the scale. I can change some different settings on the scale, and what it'll do is it'll tell me all their different features. So for example, if you hold the bar and you pull it up, it'll give us how strong, the bent arm strength test. So all students do is hold on and pull up, and it'll tell us how strong they are. So that's really cool. Another thing it allows us to do is the calibration test. So we can take a skin caliber and pinch the students in different of the different areas and get their body mass index that way. Now that's something that we try not to do because of how close we kind of get to the students, so we don't do that. So it's nice to be able to have them step on the scale, and the computer does it automatically. What it also does is a test that is very common years ago and used to be difficult, was the sit and reach test. What the computer does is the students sit down and they put their feet up against the computer and they hold the sit and reach bar, and they just kind of lean forward, and based on how they move, the computer gives us their sit and reach score. So it's not as tedious and time consuming as it used to be in the past. So it takes us about maybe 5 seconds to get a sit and reach score for one student, so that's really good. Another piece of equipment we use in terms of technology in my school is what's called the sport wall. I'm not sure the official name, but it's a sport wall. So it's a big wall, it's colored, it has lights, and our students really love it. It has patterns and numbers, and it actually sings different songs. And this is something that I have kindergarten, first and second grade, as I said before. It's something that they really love. So we can get up and we give them a ball maybe, or something to throw, and they can throw the ball at the different lights, and if the pattern is right, the makes a good sound. The sport wall makes a good sound. If it's not the right pattern, the sport wall makes a bad sound, like a buzzer, and that helps them recognize that that wasn't the right sound. So those are just two things we use in my school in terms of technology and computers. We use them all the time, and actually New York State is in the middle of, actually we're in the process of and almost done with creating a new assessment program for teachers. So one of the things that teachers have to show is how they're using these different kind of things in their classroom. So this is a great opportunity, doing this video and thinking about the technology we've used in class to make me ready for that also. So thank you very much. I hope I didn't put anybody to sleep, and if I did, I apologize for that. Thank you very much.